Greetings, greetings, greetings. I'm here again, completing my challenge for my 3 days of going live. So, yeah, come on in the room, y'all. Come on in the room. I am here again, Chantel Sierta Shakim, doing another live. I am truly excited to see what comes next, okay? So, where y'all at? Where y'all at? I'm here and I am calling y'all in, calling in the Vibes Tribe. Where y'all at? Somebody, anybody. I'm here. Good Vibes Lounge on location today to just really see what's going on in the world of TikTok. This is a new platform for me. It's a new way to connect with community. It's a new way to connect with all that I want to do and all that I want to offer. So I'm here. I'm here. I will do some card pulls again today because, yeah, that's what I do. That's my fun time. My fun time is to pull cards, connect with spirit, connect with the Most High, connect with the divine essence of I am. I am writing a book, my new book. I have written a book called Embracing the Queen Within, hence the crown. She be doing what she do. You know what? I may need a fan because, when those menopausal moments hit, they come in like a vengeance. Okay. Greetings, beautiful. Thank you for joining my live. I am here completing my challenge of going live for 3 consecutive days. So me and my beautiful sister, Lady Unk, can do some live connections with community to share with you guys what it is we do and who we are. Facebook is a great way to connect with people, but TikTok gives us a right now moment of connection. So here I am. Give me one moment. I was getting ready to grab my fan because I'm hot and the menopausal moments are kicking in. So I'll be right back. Okay, so if you know, you know, it's a serious thing to be getting these hot flashes. And I'm embracing them because you know what? It tells me that I'm becoming a mature woman, in my rightful old age of plus 50 plus. I'm feeling very young. Oh, that ain't gonna kick it. So let me wipe my face, honey. You see, I'm glistening. I'm glowing. So beautiful. Thank you for joining. Can you tell me where you're tapping in from? If you're still here, I would love to know. I'm getting ready to do a card pull to really tap into the energy of today, tap into the energy of this new venture that I'm taking with myself and with my beautiful sister, Lady Unk. As I have mentioned before, we are on this new journey as we enter into the new year, the year of the horse. We are like straddling up. We're straddling up to take this next part of our lives to the next level. So we're calling in the Vibes Tribe. We're calling in those who want to be a part of something beautiful, and it really is saluting the community. Understanding that we are the real stars. We have superstars, we have the entertainers, but we all are entertainers. We all are creating our lives. We all are being true to our nature, or at least that's what we should be doing to make the world a better place. So again, I am Chantel Sierta Shakim, your beautiful soul guide. I was talking before about a book that I wrote called Embracing the Queen Within. Embracing the Queen Within is a book that I wrote, hence my crown, of embracing the true essence of me, understanding the royalty of who I am, and also bringing that out in the people who are feeling called to me. Because, we're all connected, and there's a specific group group of people. I got a tickle in my throat. So, as I was saying, thank y'all for coming in the room. This is my second live TikTok. I have been challenged to go live and just build community, let people know who I am, and also connect to the people who are drawn to me. As I was saying, I wrote a book called Embracing the Queen Within. I should have had it right here. Well, I don't have it right here. But either way, you'll find out more about it. And then another book that I'm going to be launching for the new year called Aligned and Crowned. So that book is really taking us to deeper levels of ourself. Living aligned and crowned, living in a frequency or a vibration of love, of joy, of community. And that's what I like about TikTok, because we can build our own community. I am part of Group 7, if you guys have seen the Group 7s come across. And if you're a part of Group 7, please put it in the chat. Group 7 representing, doing things we've never done before to get results that we desire. So this is my platform. I'm playing around with it for a while just to see, what TikTok or the community or those people out here in the TikTok land has to offer me and what I have to offer you. So we're going to be doing some live questioning, hence me doing these lives today to prepare us for next week, where we're going to pull you guys in, just chat. We have a podcast called Circle of Sister Table Talks. You can find us on YouTube as well, where we'll be posting these table talks that we have been posting to just talk about different topics concerning women, concerning life, concerning the divine feminine and how she shows up. I have been on this awakened journey for the last, 10 years or so. And I'm just like, what does it look like to create your own world? Because all of these platforms that we have give us that opportunity to do so. Everybody's going into the digital age, and this is part of it. Be seen, be witnessed, be encouraged, be supported. And really shine bright like a diamond. So for today, if you guys have any questions, please put them in the chat, and I will do a quick card pull to just see what the energy and the confirmations that come up. So yesterday I used Abiola Abrams' The African Goddess Rising deck, and I mentioned the secrets of the ancestors. I also am, like I mentioned, a soul guide, and I have been working with soul path archetypes. So soul path archetypes is going to be one of the big things that I tap into in the new year. I have 5 soul path archetypes that I wrote about in my book that have shown forth in my life personally, but also are here to support us in our everyday work. So for one of the oracles, the one that I'm working with most currently, is the messenger. So the messenger is all about using our voice, using our throat chakra to shift the vibration, shift the frequency of the world around us. We all have something to give. So the messenger is one. There's 5 archetypes because my life path number is 5. So go figure. So we have the messenger, we have the oracle, we have the priestess of the path, we have the dream weaver, and we also have the warrior of light. So all of those archetypes are just energies and frequencies and actually past lives as well that I personally have lived and that have shown up to tell me that, hey, these archetypes are available and working with several other people, and understanding what those archetypes look like and how they show up in our lives is really what my book Aligned and Crowned is all about. It's aligning us and crowning us, fixing our crowns to align to the truth of our authentic selves. So be on the lookout for that, as the book is already completed as far as written, but it's going to go to publishing and editing, and then it will be actually available for purchase, whether it be on my personal website, goodvibesloungellc.com. If you haven't been there, check it out. And also my YouTube page, which is building, right? I want to build the following. I want to use this platform at TikTok, Facebook, Instagram to pull people over to my YouTube channel, where we will be kind of really tapping in and posting all of these good nuggets and these truth bombs that Spirit is divinely giving me. I feel that, being a soul guide is also in alignment with being a prophetess, being a priestess, being someone who has a message for the collective consciousness. And the more I speak about it, the more people will begin to align to their true authentic self. It's no competition here. I know there's several tarot readers, oracle readers, spiritualists, divine souls on TikTok, and I hope to reach the algorithm of that population of people so that I can begin to collaborate and build, because we are building a new world, whether we know it or not. We're building it through our actions, through our attitudes, through our thoughts, through the connections we make. So the bigger our circles can get, the more impactful we can be to the world around us. So greetings, Sister Amaneta. Thank you for joining my live. This is my second live on TikTok, really tapping into the energy, hoping to get into the algorithm. Really gonna just talk about what's going on in my life, and it may be something that's also going on in yours. So we're going to be using this TikTok platform to really build community, to connect, to love on each other, to encourage one another, and to inspire one another. I'm not sure really how TikTok works, but I have been really drawn into it by other people that I have been watching. So I say, you know what? I can do that too, because I have a lot to share. I have a lot of information, a lot of insight, a lot of wisdom, a lot of just genuine love to share to this TikTok world. So as I was mentioning before, I am going to do a card pull today, as I did yesterday. I'm tapping into the energy of today. We are in the cosmic spin of this new cosmic cycle, and today's glyph, if you are familiar, we're going to be talking about glyphs. We're going to be talking about tones. We're going to be talking about the frequency and vibration of the universe, because the universe is in us, and especially the woman. We carry the universe in our wombs, in our womb space, and that is our seed of creation. In my book, Embracing the Queen Within, we talk about the seed of creation and how we can begin to create our world by tapping into our I am and working it up, our chakras, to really begin to embody the truth of who we are. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive on in. And like I said, I'm going off the cuff. I don't know what might come up, but I'm truly inspired to really share. So we ask the Most High God in me, around me, working through me as a channel of divine light, to begin to bring forth those things that I need to concentrate on and focus on for this TikTok live. So we're going to go into the cards here. Oracle cards are just another tool that you can use to confirm a word, to really bring up something that you've been thinking about, something that you've been doing, something that you've been questioning and wanting to know what, get clarity. As the first card that pops out is clarity. Okay, so this is how it works. So the first card is clarity, and when we think about clarity, I want us to think about, what is it that you need to get clear about for this year coming. We're coming into the end of this year, and I was talking about the glyph for today. So the glyph for today is the self-existing yellow seed. So the self-existing yellow seed is the glyph for today. And that glyph talks about, let's pull up our calendar and check it out. So each glyph comes with 3 tones. Well, 1 tone, and the tone for the self-existing tone is tone 4. So we're in day 4 of this new cycle. So this new cycle is really about building our house, creating what we want to do, building our queendoms, as I will say. So day 4 of building our queendom. So the self-existing tone is all about defining, measuring, and forming. So bringing things into form. Bringing our thoughts, our visions, our inspirations, our aspirations into form, because we get to do that. And when we align to universal law, it comes easily and naturally. So Mayan calendar, or you can check out more information on this on the 13moons.com, and you can find your own universal tone. I am the blue electric hand, and it is the blue electric hand is what guides me, and it really is a tone 3. So it was from yesterday. It's my guiding energy, which also connects to the Oracle Messenger, which I show up as in most of my spaces, even places. Okay, so the yellow seed is all about input. We're putting things into the cosmic frequency. We're putting things into vibration and flow so that we can begin to receive the things that we desire. So input, having a target, being aware, and blossoming as the lotus. So that's what we're going to get clear about. In that space, we're going to be generous. We're going to be generous with our information. We're going to be generous with the way that we show up. We're going to be in a space of receiving and giving, because that's a polarity. That's giving and receiving is what universal law also functions under. So that's where we're at. I'm pulling all of these that fell out, okay? So getting clear, utilizing generosity, giving and receiving, and tapping in to the highly sensitive places. So for me, I would say what's coming up is this is a very highly sensitive place to come on live, to be vulnerable, to open yourself up to the frequency and vibration of the universe and the TikTok world as well. Because, we be having trolls, we be having people come for us, but we also have people who are supporting us and who want what we have. So yeah, here we are for that. We're going to be able to also tap into the trickster energy, or ego and excess. Ego and excess, as I was talking about, the trolls, they come and they're just as important as those who support you, because that helps you to get stronger. And it also helps you to really know who you are and feel more secure in being who you are, in spite of what other people think, or in spite of what, how your ego wants to keep you safe, because that's what the ego is really for. It's our sense of separation that allows us to express our own unique identity. So yeah, we all are needed, and we all have a unique essence, and we should use that in excess. in abundance, okay? Going back to the generosity. So we need to use the essence of who we are in abundance to serve. And to serve at the highest frequency is what I am choosing to do. In that space, booyah, we have the deviant. So we had the trickster and we also have the deviant. And the deviant says chaos and destruction. I don't know if y'all can see this very good, but I love this card because in the midst of chaos is where those of us who are grounded in our own I am energy can be the calm. We can be that light in the darkness, as I've learned in my Sacred Woman work. You know, we have been called to the darkness. So as we look around the world today, we see a lot of chaos and destruction because everything goes through phases. You go through the phase of, creation, and then you also go through the phase of destruction. That is, again, part of universal law. Everything has ebbs and flows. You go up to come down, and it's the frequency of life. Nothing stays the same. So it's necessary. And then the last card for today in this deck is the High Priestess. Again, stepping into my power. That's what I feel, with intuition and knowingness. And that is also, again, in alignment with my glyph, which is, I'm going to read it for you. My glyph, the blue electric hand. The blue electric hand is all about storing. That's the time cell, to store, to know, to bring healing, and to achieve accomplishments. So yeah, this is where I'm at. I'm functioning in this energy of the Oracle Messenger today. I'm just wanting to know where y'all calling from. Greetings, greetings, Violet. Greetings to all of you who are watching. Just tap the screen, give me some likes, give me some hearts. Let me know y'all here. Put a question in the chat. I can dive in a little bit deeper on questions or anything that you might want to ask or know, because I'm here and I'm helping us, including myself, adjust my crown a little bit, because that's where everything begins, the knowing. The crown chakra is all about your I know. What do you know for sure? What do you know for sure? Oftentimes we are told so many things. We are told to be this. We are told to do this. We are told to have this. And society tries to manipulate or shape us into what can be controlled. And I am a freedom life path number 5, all about freedom, all about vibration, all about frequency, all about creativity, as the dream weaver. We are living a dream. We are living a dream. And every day you wake up, you get to lucid dream. You get to see what it is your thoughts, your actions, and your attitudes is creating by what it attracts into your energy field, through your relationships, through your jobs, through the things that you put energy into. We are always giving energy and receiving energy, but how we function with that in an intentional type of way is how the High Priestess shows up. So I'm going to read the affirmations from the book on these cards, because intuition is one thing, but also seeing what the author and the creator of the book had in store when she created the book. So with me, I'm going to just read the story that I see from my own intuition, based on the pictures, based on the energy, based on what's coming up in my spirit. So first off, clarity. Get truly clear about the things you want. Get truly clear about the things that you want to experience, want to produce, want to exchange. Get clear about it. What type of relationship you want to have, what kind of job you want to have. Get clear. Because when you get clear about it, the universe will. So Claire, get clear about the things you want. Okay? Clarify, and bring clarity to your life. You know, there's chaos, there's destruction, but is that what you want? Because you get to choose to be clear about what you want. And you also can say, you know what? That's not for me. And I choose not to entertain it. I choose not to be a part of it. And that's just by your actions. Do you talk about the things you don't want, or do you talk about the things you do? Because that's where you're getting clear. So the things, what on my board up here, it says, attract what you expect, reflect what you desire, become what you respect, and mirror what you admire. So that is really where I'm at. I'm really trying to hone in. I really am honing in on that energy by the way I speak and the things I do, the company I keep, and the energy that I hold so that I can give it generously. And as I don't know if you guys can hear in the background, but this song that's playing is always a confirmation from my mother. And I remember you in this moment, Mom. Woo! I remember you, and I'm so thankful for you. I'm so thankful for your life. I'm so thankful for everything that you've poured into me. I'm so thankful for the queen that you have seen me become. I'm so thankful for everything that you have inspired me to do and be and achieve by the life that you lived. My mother transitioned a couple of years ago, 2023, and it was so unexpected. But the time that we got to spend together was what I needed. And even to be there in her transition was what I needed. Even though it was a difficult situation, I'm so thankful, and I remember. So if you hear it, the song is I Look to You by Whitney Houston, and it's an instrumental that I really held to in my time of grief. Grieving is a process that comes and goes, right? It's a companion, as Michael Beckwith said, that is with you for the rest of your life once you lose someone close to you. The elevation and the inspiration that came from her transition is what also inspires me to do what I'm doing today. So, Vicki Lynn Thomas. Yeah, that was her. I remember you. I love you, and I'm so thankful for your life. So, back to the cards. Generosity. When we're clear about what it is we're supposed to do, we can give generously. And in that space, y'all, I got tissue because I be sweating. Because I'm going through the changes, and I ain't too proud to wipe my face, okay? Because I was glistening and I was glowing. So I do glisten and I do glow, but I don't like the way it feels on my face. So, okay. But I was in a space of emotion, so things were coming up. The waters was purging, okay? So each time we purge, we kind of sweat. We can sweat, we can yawn, we can cough. Those are all ways to purge energy. So yeah, I give thanks for that. And yeah, that was a highly sensitive moment. So when we get clear, we can give generously, and we can embrace those highly sensitive experiences and moments to sit with it and also be thankful for it. That's one way that we can transmute low vibrational energy or energy that doesn't feel good. We can create new stories. And we can see what that is there to teach us. So yeah, I give thanks for that. So I'm reading through the cards that I pulled from the Secrets of the Ancestor deck by Abiola Abrams, and then telling my story, and then we'll read it from the book of what the affirmations are. Okay, so the next one is the highly sensitive root of water being highly sensitive also allows us to tap into our ego and access. Understanding how our ego is a sense of separation, and it allows us to express in ways that provides us access or excess of the things that we desire. But sometimes, excuse me, burping is a way we purge as well. And that's one thing I do. And I give thanks for that too. Let the body do what it do. All right. So the deviant, ego and access, comes to show us our sense of separation. And also sometimes it comes to destroy who we thought we were. It helps to provide a clean surface for us to rebuild. Chaos and destruction is necessary. We may fear it in some cases, or some people may fear chaos and destruction, but it is definitely important to helping us rebuild and recreate. They go in and they burn the fields, and it looks like chaos and destruction, the inferno, but it also helps the land to be refertilized. So that's really an important thing. And then it also allows us to tap into our intuition and our knowingness. Even if things are crumbling around you, is it really affecting you in the moment? Are you safe? Are you protected? Are you in a good place, in your mind space, in your knowing? Because that also is important. So as the high priestess, she has a message for us. So we're going to start from the bottom and go back to the clarity, because that's what this message is talking about. How do we get from what do we get from our intuition and knowing to bring us to the end point of clarity for this work? So the first one is the high priestess. We're going from the bottom to the top. Now we here. All right. Thank you to whoever is still on this live with me. I thank you for those of you who are joining the live now. We did a quick card pulled for just the energy and the topic for today. And so now we're going to go to the book From the Secrets of the Ancestors, which I am a soul path soul guide who works with ancestor veneration, who also can connect with our ancestors, as my mother showed up just in the midst of me doing this. So it's all synchronistic, and we can see it and say, oh, it's nothing, or we can truly be aware and come into that oneness, that all-knowing Christ consciousness that allows us to put the puzzle pieces together. So the high priestess, intuition and knowingness. In the book, it's number 2. And the affirmation says, my intuition is a direct channel to the divine spirit. My intuition is a direct channel to divine spirit. So again, this is tapping into that God in me, right? We all have a God in us. And the God in us is that still small voice that tries to get our attention, say, hey, walk in this way. Hey, call this person. Hey, do it like this. Hey, go on TikTok Live and share your gift. Okay? That's what knowingness is all about. And then the more you connect with it, the more you do it, the more you're going to see your life begin to align and things become clear. So, intuition and knowingness. Card number 2. So, we're going to the next card. The deviant. Chaos and destruction. And also, once I'm done with this, or at any point, if you would like to ask a question, share a like, give a heart, do what y'all supposed to do, or what you feel called to do, I would appreciate it. All right? Number 16. Number 16, the deviant, says, I am ready. What? I am ready. In the midst of chaos and destruction, are you ready? Are you ready for what comes next? Because yes, like I said, everything is an ebb and a flow. You have life, you have death, you have endings, you have beginnings, you have dualities in all things. But in the midst of that, Can you be the light in the darkness? Can you stand firm in knowing that you're ready to do whatever comes next? That's what that's all about. So this is also in the tarot deck connected with the Tower card. So just be ready. And sometimes it could be surprises. It's not always a bad thing. It could be a great thing that's coming forth. So in this space of tapping into my intuition and knowing, they're asking me, am I ready for what comes next? Yes, I am ready. I am ready. And I'm ready to embrace this trickster energy that sometimes will tell me, girl, you doing too much. Ain't nobody coming to watch you. Ain't nobody listening to what you got to say. But I know that there are people listening. I know that there are people who would come into the room like Roz. Is it Roz? Thank you for coming into the room and joining me on my live, girl. I am just tapping into my own divine royal essence of I am, embracing the queen within me, and reading some oracle cards from Abiola's Secret of the Ancestor deck. I was able to tap into 6 cards, 6 being the frequency, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 being the frequency of love, which is definitely the highest vibration, one of the highest vibrations that we can grab hold of. So we were on the trickster. Ego versus excess. Ego versus excess. And as I look at this card, it's like a spider and a web. And immediately also it triggers in me the way the world is like webbed and an interweaving of energies and people in their individual portals, right? Because ego is only our sense of separation. Okay, so ego is our sense of separation that allows us to uniquely show up as our authentic self. But sometimes we get caught up in the web of what is going on with other people. We get caught up in the web of what our parents or our children expect from us without truly showing up for our own self and really finding that authentic piece of who we are to do the work that we have been called to do. So here I am doing the work I was called to do on this day. All right. So ego versus excess is number 15. So we were at 16. Now we're going to 15. So that's okay. 16 to 15. And the affirmation for the trickster, the ego versus excess, is I easily release anything that is holding me back. Was we not just talking about that? I talked about that yesterday. Like we get caught up in the web of life. We get caught up in the loops. We get caught up in the program, and it doesn't serve us anymore. It has served us. It's given us and gotten us to this point. But if you are feeling like there's more, if you are feeling like, man, this ain't it, release it. Release it as soon as you know it, because you will find yourself repeating that cycle. And I'm sure most of us have looked at our lives and like, dang, my life looks the same way it was last year. I'm doing the same things. I want more, but I don't know how to get more. So we're moving into clarity. We're moving into clarity as we move into this last part of the year to know what it is you truly want, so that you can make steps and take steps and let go of the steps or the things that aren't serving you anymore and the things that are holding you back. That's all it is, because we get tricked. We trick ourselves. We trick ourselves in thinking that, hey, I have to do it this way. And our ego latches onto it because that's where you feel safe. But sometimes you have to go into the chaos and into the destruction, into the places of being vulnerable, into the places of like, oh my God, this is not something that I would have thought that I would do. and just see what becomes of that, because that is really what we're supposed to be doing in our lives. We're supposed to be experiencing, we're supposed to be creating, we're supposed to be uplifting consciousness by our own beingness, because we really are one in universal sense of I am. Because as the Bible says, tell them I am sent you. So I am sent me to be this unique fragment of this big collective consciousness, just like you were sent. And if you're finding my live, it's a message for you here. And definitely tap, tap, tap in, send me a heart, send me some love, send me good energy, because we are in the Good Vibes Lounge, if you didn't know. Okay. So now we go into the next card, which is the highly sensitive root of water. Root of water. And also this is our Yamaya energy, as my mother showed up, and her favorite color is blue. I see you, girl. I see you. And I did have a little sensitive moment for a minute, because, I put pieces together. That is what I do as the high priestess. I connect the dots and I speak the truth. And I know that in speaking the truth, that is where we truly find our freedom. And I'm inspiring and challenging you as group sevens, because I know group sevens are who's going to be called to this live, because I'm a group 7 member, and I want to support those who are wanting to tap into their creativity and be seen, heard, witnessed, and loved upon. So, root of water, highly sensitive, number 28. Oh, follow me. Look. Okay, Tony, you just jumped on, but in the background. Okay. So, number 28. Number 28 says, affirmation for number 28. I choose to express my feelings openly and fully. How many of us have been told, suck it up, or you don't have to express how you feel? No, you do. You need to, because in your seat of creation is where your emotions will begin to settle if you don't speak it. Your heart will begin to get hardened if you don't express it. So all of our emotions, even as I was on this call, grief showed up, and I sat in it. I acknowledged it. I spoke into it, and I was able to allow that energy to come up, come out, and then I was able to move on. And that's what we have to do. In spite of what someone else is going to think, you have to show up for you. You have to be your own regulator. You have to be your own regulator. Greetings, 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 Two Keys. Thank you for showing up in this live space. I am doing a card pull from the Secrets of the Ancestor Oracle deck by Abiola Abrams. Just reading from the book now, as I've given my own unique intuitive read, but now reading the affirmations from the book. And we're on root of water. Root of water, highly sensitive, Yamaya energy, the protector of women and children, the ocean mother. So, and you guys know the ocean is my happy place, if any of y'all have been following it. And it's smack dab in the middle, lined up with the high priestess on my table. So I'm super excited that things are lining up and I'm being able to see myself, be witnessed, be heard. But we were talking about emotions and how when you hold on to emotions, whether they be good, high vibration, or bad, low vibration energy, it can create responses in the body. And from that, when you hold on to the things that our low vibration, that is what causes our disease. And for women, that's what also causes the seed of creation, which is our womb space, to begin to malfunction or to multiply, fibroids, cysts, endometriosis, from that space of, hey, What are you creating with that energy? You're holding it, but do you need to release it as chaos and destruction? Or do you need to release it in a space of feeling safe, seen, and witnessed? But it's up to you to do it. Don't hold on to your emotions. Emotions allow us to move forward. Energy in motion. That's all it is. And if we hold it, it can cause dis-ease, discomfort. And then we wonder why we're around here not feeling good, because you're not feeling, you're not expressing. So please tap, tap, tap in as the root of water challenges us or encourages us to choose to express our feelings openly and fully. And when we do, we will come into this energy of generosity, or I would say abundance. When you can truly line up with the truth of who you are. And I like this because it looks like a king on his throne. Oh, shoot. Yeah, the Father of Earth. The Father of Earth. This is interesting as, oh, I seen something else on this one. Okay. So yeah, Father of Earth. Number 41. And as I spoke before, my life path is number 5. So 4 plus 1 equals 5. And it's right next to Yamaya energy, the root of water, which is the mother of earth. You know, the earth has mostly water, but the Father of Earth is all about our material wealth, our material abundance. So as we find out, okay, what feels good to us, we can begin to attract what we expect by allowing those emotions to come through. Greetings, greetings, greetings to those of you who have joined the call. You're joining as we are getting to the end of the card pull that I have pulled. But generosity. Number 41, abundance. Getting clear about your abundance. That's what I would say. What is it that you have to offer? What can you freely give in order to impact the world around us? Because we are in a service world. We have all been sent to serve. We have each been sent to serve in our own unique way. And for me, I see service as being a light in the darkness, as the cards have shown us. You know, sometimes in chaos and destruction, somebody has to know and be ready to come forth. And that's me. That's me. I'm your girl. I'm your girl, Sierra from the block. So number 41, what is the affirmation of that? 41 says, ooh, ooh. Y'all see how it be working? I'm using my intuition and my knowingness to just speak off the cuff. And the book comes back to confirm it too. I am worthy and deserving of all riches. As I was speaking before, we are royalty. We are royalty. And as I wear my crown, stepping into this energy of embracing the queen within me, I am connecting and attracting and calling forth all that I'm worthy of. And that right now is helping me to remember how there was a period of time in my life where I really struggled with worth. And Tony Jones popped in on the background on my computer as a divine connection that I was able to make through my mother's transition to find this space of worthiness, right? And she created for me a beautiful, personal, affirmative song that I listen to often, that I was listening to on repeat for a long time to find my worthiness. Because sometimes, you know, life situations and the way we grew up really kind of, distorts the path of our abundance, because it's like, it's not always what you see is what you get. Sometimes you have to work out your own salvation, right? Sometimes you have to know who you are and know what you are worthy of, and move into that worth by tapping into the sense of safety, tapping into your emotions, allowing the things that no longer serve you to crumble, and to disconnect from the web of what someone else expects from you. And when you do, then you can begin to receive all the riches. And the richness is truly you being you. I mean, really, you being you at your highest vibration, you doing the things that you love to do, being the person you want to be, serving in a capacity that feels good to you, whether it is your everyday 9 to 5, whether it is connecting with communities and groups in service, whether it is sharing your gifts, talents, and abilities through creative measures, the arts. You know, we are all the stars. We are all the famous people. But some of us shrink back saying, "Oh, it's not me." But yeah, it's you. It's you. Don't get distracted and don't get it twisted. It is you. And you are worthy of being seen, held, witnessed, and receiving all of the richness that this life has to offer you. So, this feels good to me because it brings us to the last card. I can't make this up. I can't make it up. And y'all saw me, if you were at the beginning of the live, pull these. Again, a number 32. 32, my life path all day, every day. A number 5 again of clarity. So once you tap into your worth, you can begin to get very, very clear about your life. And another thing about this card, again, you see she got her crown on. Boop, boop, the crown, you know, and she's in the darkness, but the cloud is a little light. And then she has all these butterflies around her, and she has a sword. So sometimes you have to know how to fight. You have to fight for your right to party. If you know, you know, okay? Maybe I'm telling my age a little bit, but this is a party for me, okay? But really, the butterflies is saying, you know, like you have to come out of the cocoon. You have to come out of the darkness. You have to come out of the things that have kept you stuck, the things that have allowed you to not experience the great abundant life that you have in store, okay? So as the butterfly, she starts out as a caterpillar. That might be the darkness, right? Then she really goes into the cocoon to really tap into what does it feel like to fly? And for me, that's another thing. I'm all about freedom. I want to be free. I want to feel like I'm flying. I want to embrace all that I am, to receive all that is in store for me for this lifetime. And as the oracle messenger, as your soul guide, while you're in the process of finding yourself either as the caterpillar or in the cocoon state of, okay, what am I going to come out as we're entering a new year? What are you coming out of this year wanting to experience in the next year? Where are you needing to spread your wings like the butterfly? Where are you needing to release the old to receive the new so that you can truly attract what you expect, reflect what you desire, become what you respect, and mirror what you desire? Because it is up to you. It is up to you to be clear about it. And when you're not clear and you feel like, oh my God, my life is crumbling, that's the time for you to really begin to shine some light on your crown. Shine some light on your heart. Shine some light and love into your seat of creation, because that's where it begins. And in my book, Embracing the Queen Within, we go through these 12 principles of sacred living. And that also has been a pillar to me coming forth as the queen that I am, embracing the royalty and receiving the richness of life. So I encourage you to check out my book on Amazon or at my website or on my website at goodvibesloungellc.com. The book is called Embracing the Queen Within, and it is a power book. It's a workbook and a journal. It will help you to really, while you're in the cocooning stage, to really dive into those things that need to be addressed, so that you can find the areas that you need to show up in, so that you can really say, you know what? It's okay for me to be who I am. It's okay for me to express myself in a vulnerable way. It's okay for me to be seen, to be held, to be witnessed. It's okay for me to shine my light in the darkness. It's okay for me to stand in the spaces where other people may not be able to stand, because you were meant to be there. You were meant to stand there. Okay, see, here we go. The fire is burning. You know, I'm an Aries. So when that fire gets to burning and the menopausal expression gets to expressing, I be glowing. Yeah. So, okay, clarity. Number 32. What is the affirmation for that? 32. I can see clearly now. So after we've went through all of these cards, starting from intuition, knowing, chaos, destruction, ego, excess, being highly sensitive, getting to the place of generosity, we can now see clearly. So we give thanks for these cards. We give thanks for the confirmation of the word and all of the insight and wisdom that was shared. I thank each and every one of you who have showed up on this live today. I thank you for sharing your energy with me. I thank you for choosing you. I thank you for taking the wisdom and the knowledge of what was shared today and applying it to your life. Please, please, please like me on Instagram, Aries to Heart, Good Vibes Lounge. There's 2 different Instagrams. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel, which me and my beautiful sister, Lady Unk, will be posting all of our Circle of Sister Table Talks. Goodness gracious. All of our Circle of Sister Table Talks, and we're building community. We have some retreats coming up next year that we would love for you to come to and participate in, all about tapping into self-care being the best care, also soul veneration, and also soul veneration, self-care, and resetting to your truth, resetting to your authentic nature. You know, I am a holistic self-care coach and a master life coach as well. I do groups with women to really help us to embrace the queen within, embrace the truth of who you are. So if this live was good to you, please come back tomorrow, because I'll be here again and I'll be doing it all over again. I'm tapping in, going within so I don't do without. Ashe. And I encourage you to do the same. So until next time, I'm your soul sister, speaking out and fixing crowns in the process. Peace and love.